I'm just saying. My baby says she loves it. She loves it. She loves the music. Calm down, let's do it.
It was all right. Woo! That's like I'm sweating now. We haven't even got started. Woo, child.
All right.
Did y'all know? It was butter. It was amazing. Woo!
I'm telling you, that is awesome. The more I look at it, like, wow, God.
It's the beat for me. It's a whole mood. It's a vibe. It's a whole vibe.
It is a vibe. It is a vibe.
Yeah. So those of y'all who are watching, y'all just got done checking out our intro and outro. What do y'all think? Did y'all like it? Did you like the beat? Like, what was it? What was it for you? What was it for you? What stood out for you? Oh my God. I don't even got my glasses on, honey. I was so pumped. I'm like, I can't even see the comments. It's all blurry. Let me calm down.
Nice.
Child, I was dancing, twerking, dropping it low, picking it back up off the floor. Yeah. So listen, guys, we don't want to just show up for y'all to just show up for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like when we do this show, we want it to be inspiring, impactful, motivating, all the above, like all those things. Like when you come to this show, we want each and every one of you guys to walk away feeling even more determined than you were before. So I hope this show is a pick me up for you, is a motivation booster for you. If you're watching this on our YouTube channel, first and foremost, Tawanta and I want to thank all of our YouTube supporters. We are actively growing our YouTube channel. So if you're watching on our YouTube channel right now and you love this information, it doesn't cost you anything to go and subscribe and like, and also pass this on to someone else, another sister for you. So we are the #1 talk show for women of color, the Sister to Sister Connection talk show. We are so happy to be here. We do this talk show every Wednesdays and Saturdays at 8:30 p.m. See, I'm still out of breath, girl.
That's all right. It's all good though.
It was the beat for me. Okay. I love it. I'm still out of breath, girl. We all need our anchor music. Yeah. So we're going to shout you guys out. Those of you who are tuning in right now, please, if you're watching live, type in hashtag live right now. Watching the replay, type in hashtag replay. Once again, we do this show every Wednesdays and Saturdays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Wednesday nights, which is tonight, is always our on the panel discussion where we talk about what's going to be on our next show, which is going to be Saturday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you guys are more than welcome to join us on panel by emailing us at sister to sister connection at gmail.com. If you feel that the particular topic that we are going to talk about this week, if you feel that it inspires you and you have your 2 cents to put into it, honey, your 2 cents is good over here for show. Okay. Also, if you guys didn't know, we have a Facebook group. Yes, we have an amazing tribe community, right, Tawanta? We've had this group for about 3 years now?
At least 3 years.
Absolutely. So guys, listen, if you want to be a member of our free tribe, go to Sister to Sister Connection on Facebook. Just type in Sister to Sister Connection without the word tribe, and you will be added to our group. So before Tawanta talks about the topic, to give you guys sort of some history on not history, but what our roles are for this Sister to Sister Connection talk show. Tawanta, my girl over here, honey, she is the content creator, the topic booster. She comes all up with all the topics that we talk about on this show. And I'm more the behind the scenes person. Those of you who get emails out, those of you who get a text message saying that, hey, we're live, the branding video, the countdowns, everything that's around the show, marketing wise and branding wise, that's my role. So we know how to stay within our lanes and dominate our lanes and work and inspire in our lanes. Like Tawanda didn't even know I had that video made up, and when I showed it to her before the show, she was like, ah, yes, honey, off the freaking chain. Girl, yes. So really quickly, let's say hi to y'all in the chat. We want to let y'all know. I thought I had a banner down here for this. Or here we go. Good. Okay, good. Want to make sure I had the right banner. Okay, cool. So let's say hello to you guys. Those of you who are tuning in. Hey, girl. Hey, Kimberly. Thank you so much for joining. So happy to have you here. We have our moderator here on YouTube, Therese. Yeah, Therese is looking for the trolls and the bowls. Okay.
Come on, girl.
I think I froze. Okay, hold on. Hold on 1 second. My internet is acting up. Hold on 1 second. Did you kick the Wi-Fi, Melvin? The router? Can you hear me, Tawanta?
I can hear you.
Okay. It's still on. Okay, hold on 1 second, y'all. Trying to see. Okay, how am I now? I think I froze for a second.
You did froze for a second. I hear you. But you're lagging a little bit behind.
Oh, I am. Ooh. Okay. Let me let that fix. Hold on 1 second. Let me turn this off.
Now you're back.
Okay, I'm better now.
Yep.
All right. Devil, you're not going to win. Call on the blood. Hey, Dolores, how are you, sis? How are you? Michelle said, yes, the music is popping, y'all. Yes, it's popping, right? Pop it. I thought I was in the club.
Girl, listen. Come
on. It was a for me. Yes, for sure. Dolores said, I just got here, so I guess I missed it. No, well, we'll show it again at the end for you guys. This is our intro and outro. Yes, Michelle said... She said, I'm going to YouTube because Facebook is acting out. No worries. Come on over to our Sister to Sister Connection over here on YouTube. Yeah, we love you guys to come on to our YouTube channel. But if you're on Facebook, that's fine. You guys can watch over here on Facebook. So without further ado, Tawanta's going to come on here and she's going to let you guys know what the topic of discussion that we're going to have on Saturday. So Tawanta, whenever you're ready, go ahead, mama.
Yeah. So far, ladies, I hope that what Letitia and I have been bringing down to y'all, we put it down and you pick it back up and you were just gorging all of the information. I'm hoping that it has truly, truly blessed you. Because God has given me these ideas and I just come pouring it down and Letitia's like, we all
I catch it for sure.
So, we have been talking about, feeling the fire, and what's my other topic? I had and now I lost my pages, girl. Oh my God. So we had feel the fire, making love right.
That was last
Um,
week.
and we what else the other one? Jesus help me. Oh my God. I can't even find it now, Letitia. Now ain't that crazy? Okay.
Yeah, but
Anyway,
you guys can look at our playlist because all of
yeah.
our replays are there if you're on
Yeah,
YouTube.
we have the playlist. But since we had talked about all about loving ourselves, because that's just basically what it's all about. It wasn't even about, talking about relationship as far as with your significant other. It was all about really, reinventing yourself or just
Mm-hmm.
basically resetting and understanding who you really are. So
Mm-hmm.
basically for this weekend, we're going to be talking about make it last forever. How
Mm-hmm.
are we going to make our love last forever? What are the tools that we are going to use to continue forward with the love that we have been building? We have, that we have been, you know, um, cleaning out, we storing all of these things because a lot of us had to go through a major pampering, if you will, and I mean emotional pampering, emotional clean out. That's what I
Right,
mean by
right.
that. And some of us are still probably going through that, and that is okay because there's no timetable for that. Everybody has a whole different, beginning and ending. You know what I'm saying? And
Yep.
so, but as long as you had made up in your mind that I am ready to move forward with this love that I have been building. But God's help, He has helped me to see who I really am through Him. He has showed me His love. So therefore, I know I am love and I am loving what God is showing me. I'm
Mm-hmm.
embracing me and all
Mm-hmm.
these things. Now, how are you going to maintain it? How are
Mm-hmm.
you going to move forward with it? What are your tools? So that's what make it last forever is all about, okay? Because we don't want to go ahead and, while we are happy and excited about it, we don't want this thing to end, and abruptly because we really worked hard to get to where we are. So we want to maintain it and we want to even go higher than where we are now.
Right, right,
Right,
right.
Letitia?
Absolutely. This topic, and when you first told me about this topic last week, it brought me back. You know what I'm saying? Really did bring me back to when before I had children, before I got married. And, I wake up in the morning and I was only focusing on me. And when I go to bed, it was always focused on me. And I had a lot of joy. I mean, yes, I have a lot of joy being a mother, a wife, and all those different things. But a
Yeah.
lot of times when we go through these cycles as women where first we're feeling confident, we're feeling like, yeah, we got this and stuff. And then something happens in our lives, whether it be in our relationship or maybe something our kids did to get us upset, that takes us sort of off track. And then we're back to focusing on everybody else 100% instead of focusing ourselves. I do firmly
Yeah.
believe that it's hard for us to keep a balance. Like when somebody says, when somebody asked me one time, like, how do you balance being a mother, being a
Hmm.
wife, being an entrepreneur, and what have you? And I'm gonna be honest, I don't balance it. It's like some days
Hmm.
I like have full attention on my business for the most of the day.
Yeah.
If I have a project coming up or I'm going to be part of a show or something like that, and then there's some days where I'm just 100% a mom. So it's sort of like, each day is like a tipping scale where either I'm more on this side than on this side. And it's never a day where it's 50-50. And trust me, guys,
Hmm.
I've tried hard to be percentage equal to percentages of every day of me being a mom, wife, and a and an entrepreneur. But it's like I was looking up online, the other day, not even the other day, like for years, I've been looking at YouTube videos of YouTubers who have daily routines. You ever watch a
Hmm.
video where somebody says, oh, yeah, I'm an entrepreneur. I wake up at 4:30 a.m. I wake up at 3 o'clock a.m. and things like that. And I will watch them and I will get into the routine and I will write down their tips. But I have not found anyone yet
Hmm. Hmm.
who has the amount of children that I have and also has the type of life that I have. In
Yeah.
some form of way, either they have one child or maybe they have two, but it is a big difference when you have 5 children, right? And
Mhm.
they're young, and you're
Yeah.
trying, and you have a business that you don't have a job to say to have that safety net on.
Mhm.
And it's hard to keep the momentum and the love for the self-love and the self-care
Yeah.
lasting forever for myself. So when there's days where I do feel down or tired, I take advantage of that opportunity to try and maximize on saying, okay, let me bring some attention back to me and
Right.
not allow the world to make me feel bad for it. Because, like I told you guys before, I am an empath. I told you, many of you ladies who are watching this, you guys are empaths too, where you could just take the energy of the entire room in,
Mhm.
and then you're nurturing everybody else's energy, but you're leaving your energy in the corner or not even paying attention to you at all, or giving yourself a temperature check. So as I always say, Tawanta, this is a great topic because a lot of us as women, we have a huge issue with making the love last forever for ourselves. We'll try to make
Absolutely.
the love last forever for our husbands or our boyfriends or
Amen.
even our children. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Mhm.
So, but we then again we forget about ourselves. Like I
We do.
forced myself to go to the nail salon today where I should have went last week.
Mm.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, and even as he was doing my nails, I was like, dang, you know what I'm saying? This nail chip, that nail chip, you know, if I had kept on it, it probably wouldn't have happened. But I know that's something that's very small and minute. But the fact
Mhm.
that I went out today
Mhm.
and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to walk. I'm not going to get in a car and drive or whatever. I'm just going to walk and just enjoy. You know, it was a nice day
Yeah.
today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Same
And just
here.
enjoy that, just being out. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
yes,
Mhm.
people, you know, my kids were calling me and stuff, and I wouldn't answer. I text them and say, "Hey, is it an emergency?" No. Okay, good. Mommy's out. I'll be home soon.
Mhm.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So it is very much so important, you know, that we make it last forever. Make the love that we have for ourselves
Right.
last forever. So it's what
Yeah.
inspired you though? Didn't you talk about a song, Tawanta, that inspired you?
It's an old school jam by Keith Sweat. It's an old school, old school. Actually, before I even heard the played on the YouTube, it just came in my spirit. It just
Yes.
dropped in my spirit. And then, of course, as always, I played it on YouTube so I can read the lyrics.
Oh,
So
yes.
I can allow the lyrics to minister to me, and then I
Yes.
just interpreted, to make it more personal for me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? Because it's a love song, of course, but
Yes.
it should be a love song to yourself.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But and I just jot down some things. I just paraphrase what he was singing and what the young lady was singing and back and forth or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it just makes sense. It really makes sense at this day and age right now, where we are with this pandemic. It's a lot that's been going on. We definitely need to make this love last forever because love conquers all.
Oh,
Let's get that.
yes.
Love conquers all. It doesn't
Amen.
matter how dark things are, but God is the light in you. So, with that, you have the power within you, to share that love. And even
Yeah.
though we think that we don't have enough love to give, trust me, you do, because God
Absolutely.
continues to fill you up with his love
Mm-hmm.
every day. And his love is going to last forever.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
His love will last forever. And he's always active with his love.
Yes, that's right.
He's God is love. So God has been showing his love all around us every day. So
Amen.
likewise with us, we need to replicate the same way how God shows his love towards us. We need
Mm-hmm.
to do the same thing for ourselves and as
Mm-hmm.
well as for those out that we connect to on a daily
And
basis.
also without waiting for other people to show it to us in order for us to
Yeah,
ignite that love within ourselves, which is
yeah,
what we're going to dive in on Saturday. But to touch on that a little bit today, we do that as women a lot, is that if we're going to be honest and truthful with ourselves, we do take a step back and wait for somebody to say I love you before we feel like we are
mhm,
loved or we feel like we are confident. Like we're constantly seeking confirmation when we need to seek confirmation
yeah,
through God, which he's already confirmed it in your life because he gave you that business idea, or he gave you that book idea, or he gave you that idea to lose weight or to pay attention to your health, or to
Mhm.
pick up a craft or whatever. Like he gave you that idea. So that alone should be confirmation. It's almost like we take life as like everything has to be a second opt-in. Like you ever sign up for an
Mhm.
email and you get another email in your inbox saying, hey, please confirm that you want to be on my list. That's what we do in
Right.
our life. We sit back and saying things have already been confirmed. We already put our jumped and put our foot out there, but we need that
Mhm.
extra double confirmation. And a lot of
Yeah.
times we are insulting God when we do that. Like he's already said, get out there and dominate
Get out and
and
dominate.
get
Yeah.
out there and just make the love last and
Yeah.
just do
Yeah.
whatever it is that you have to do. So I
Mhm.
love this topic. And let me just jump over
Mhm.
to the chat because let me tell you something. I hope Jewel, I hope you join us this Saturday. I'm gonna start calling her Dr. Jewel because when she come on, honey,
Yes.
let me tell you. So, Jewel, you wasn't in class last
Okay.
night, but it's okay. But last night, the girls said that when you came on panel last week, girl, it was phenomenal. So I hope you can join us next week if you have time. Because girl, I know you booked and blessed, sis. All of my clients are. So Drew said, yes, bring that sister and make it last forever. That
Mhm.
is so intentionality. Yes, you have to be
Mhm.
intentional with this. I'm glad you said that, Drew. Awesome.
Mhm. Mhm.
Tanya
Mhm.
said, hello, ladies. Hey, girl. Hey, how are you? Love you, sis. Michelle said, yes, indeed. And God's love is the absolute best.
That's right.
God's love. You know, I think I had an aunt used to say whenever she got into arguments with people, I
Mhm.
know God loved me. Okay.
Come on.
It'd be a whole bunch of people arguing, I know God loved me. And that was it. Nobody can say anything about that. Nobody can say, well, no, he don't. Like they may get strike down in that moment. I know, listen, I know look at what y'all motherfuckers say. I know God loved me.
There you go.
I know he do. She from Jersey too, no, Orange, Orange, New Jersey.
Oh my gosh.
I know. Okay, what y'all
And you
motherfuckers
know what? And that's something we have to, say to ourselves too. I'm glad you said that
say?
because
Yeah,
like you said, sometimes we just wait to hear that love from other people. We wait for
absolutely.
someone to say, I love you, or,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. And even if that person doesn't say it back at you or say, you know what, I really, they, I love you, Letitia, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But if that person doesn't say it like you wanted to say it, you just have to say it to yourself and say, God, I know you love me. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
even going to dwell on anybody. I'm not going to sit here and ponder
Amen.
and wonder if so and so don't love me or like me or whatever because I messed up, I screwed up, I did something
Mm-hmm.
stupid or whatever. No, God,
Yeah,
you love me, and
that's
that's all
right.
that matters.
And guys, can we say that
Yes,
love is a verb, not a noun?
there you go.
Can we just draw that line in the sand in 2021 and not
Mhm.
just accept somebody saying they love us, or
Yeah,
even
yeah,
accepting ourselves saying that we love
yeah,
ourselves,
yeah.
and really say that how we truly know that you're using the word love
Right,
in the
right.
way that God wants us to use that word. It's an action. It's something that you take action on. I feel like Jewel just stood up just now, like, yes, it's an action. So
Yeah,
it's not a noun. It's not, a person, place, or thing or whatever, right? It is an action. It is something that if somebody says, I love you, you got, the action that they take is what really makes that word true when it
yeah.
comes to that person saying it's I need to see the deliverabilities before I actually believe you saying the word love. I'm sorry, y'all, if I'm breaking
Right.
up a little bit.
No, you're
Um,
fine.
but yeah, right. So
Mhm.
yeah, it's very
Yeah,
much so important. Tanya said, Jew was on fire. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yeah, okay. Jew's gonna be on panel this Saturday. Great. And any of you guys want to be on panel this Saturday? And
yes,
again,
honey.
let's just talk about how to be on the panel. Listen, yo, you don't have to have a lot of followers. You don't have to be this elite person. We actually don't want the know-it-alls on a panel. We really don't. Don't email us and say, "Hey, I'm an expert at this, and I have 50,000 followers." And we don't want you on. Okay, we want real
Yeah.
women. Okay, we want girls who are black like this, not like this, Okay. And we want y'all, if y'all been through something in life and you have came through it, or if you're actually trying to get through it now, you would be a perfect person to be on our panel. Really, you would, because we want real women who want to have real conversation and all of that. So please make sure that you email us, send us an email at sister2sisterconnection@gmail.com. I will reach out to you and let you know the link and all the details that you need to get on. And again, as we just mentioned, the topic for this Saturday is making it last forever. So we would love for you to share some tips on, not even tips, talk about what you've gone through in your life where you had issues where trying to keep your self-esteem up, trying to keep your confidence up. Even now, it's 2021. You probably been through so much last year, and talk about what you've done to just keep your head level, because a lot of people that didn't make it when that ball dropped, and there's a lot of people that are still trying to get through the whole trauma of what
Trying to
has
get it
happened.
through, baby.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. So
And all that pressure and all of those the challenges that they're dealing with, a lot of them don't feel love. A lot of them don't feel the love from the government. A lot of them don't feel good love from the jobs that they have. Okay, a lot of them don't feel love from their family, from they just don't feel that love. And
That's
then of
right.
course they don't feel the love for themselves.
Amen.
You know what I
Amen.
mean? And so we really do need to understand the power of this love, because
That's
love
right.
definitely does conquer all. It conquer all things.
That's
If
right.
because look at your life, look at where you come from. You
Yeah.
you are a walking testimony. You are a walking witness right now. You have
Yes.
gone through some dark patches yourself, and
Thank
look
you.
what God has done with His love for you. And now
Yeah.
you're alive, you're well, and now you are redefining yourself. Now you are now taking that opportunity of what God has for you, and
That's
you are
right.
so you are just you exercise it. That's the you within yourself. Building up that internal muscle to really
Yeah.
go forth and really do what God has given you that gift to do.
And
That's
so
love.
have you. So have you, Tawanta. I mean, you pour into people. Like, I seen you on your lives. I seen you with the conversation you have, and with your two amazing daughters. And you pour in even when you don't have gasoline. You know what I mean? Even when you what I mean by that, even when you're running on empty, you're just like
Yeah.
pouring in, pouring in, pouring in. And that's the amazing. I remember you did a live one time where somebody did a live and it was your birthday, or they did a video, and when you walked into the room, you got scared and you ran.
Oh,
It was for
girl,
your
that was my
birthday.
50th birthday. That was 2 years ago.
Yes. I mean, to see everybody show up and
That
celebrate
blessed
you
me.
and bless you. Yes, that was like amazing to see, even though it was super funny because you didn't know what was going on. And I think you probably thought there was an event
A
going, but you
fashion
didn't.
show.
Yes, you was dressed up. Girl, I remember that. I
Yeah.
remember that. You was dressed up really nice. And when I saw that, I was like, wow, look at this. It's like when people really celebrate you. And yes, sometimes you'll have your little naysayers in the crowd too, and secretly celebrated for you, but have other things to say on the back end.
Right.
But that was an amazing thing to see, because it comes from you just pouring in, pouring in, pouring in. Listen, y'all, each and every one of us has something of value to give. But the most important thing in 2021, you got to ask yourself, what are you going to give value to yourself? Like, before we did this live, I was talking to my sister, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just start writing down what I want to do in the summertime, because a lot of times we do things when the time comes instead of planning ahead. So I'm like, you know what? I want to do this for myself in the summer. I want to go here in the summer. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we gotta just do things to plan for ourselves, which is so important, right, Tawanta?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, for me, honestly, I'm just going with the flow. I'm just going. I'm not actually just pondering and wondering and thinking. I'm just activating on it,
Yeah.
and just making it happen. You know what I'm saying?
And that's
Because,
a good space
yeah,
to be in. It really is,
really.
because the reason why some people may say, oh, well, it's good for you to take a step back and just analyze things. That may not, doing that, it may not allow you to work in your zone of genius. Because if I always get people that would take action, and then they're looking at what they did, and then they're critiquing it. And I'm like, girl, move on to the next step. It's like step 1, step 2, step 3. And then
Mm-hmm.
when you get to step 20, then you start to see the impact that happens. But you won't
Yeah.
even get to step 2 because you're looking at step 1. And that's how the process that you take. You take something different from that, where you do
Mm-hmm.
step 1, take action, and go to the next, and go to the next, and go to the next. And really, guys, in all reality, that's what we're really doing with this show. We're just taking
Yeah.
it like one episode at a time, one step at a time.
Mm-hmm.
And we actually have a workbook, a digital workbook that we're about to launch actually for you guys. Oh, can I ask them this question real quick, Tawanta?
Yes, go, girl. Go.
Those of y'all watching, what do y'all think about doing a
Yeah.
virtual vision party? Virtual vision, I want to call it something else other than a vision party, because it's going to be more than just that.
Mm-hmm. A vision session or something, us sisters come together and we have a vision board,
Yes,
uh,
like what do y'all think? Because here's
yeah.
how I want to design it as. I want y'all to like literally paint out your life, not like with paint, but like literally map out your life of all the things that you will accomplish this year, all the
Mm-hmm.
things that will happen. And it's not faking it till you're making it. It's you saying, this is what is going to happen. And this is the places I want to travel. And this is the amount of money I want to make. And this is the amount of impact I want to have. This is what will happen. And let's actually sitting down and reverse engineering on how you're going to get to that point. And
Mm-hmm.
so for the
Mm-hmm.
most part, some of you guys are already on the journey there. You just
Yeah.
haven't put it in front of your face yet. So
Yeah.
let me know, guys, in the chat. Let us know, what do y'all think about doing something like maybe a vision casting? That's probably what it is. We do something like that, and maybe take some scriptures that will coincide with what it is that those who are watching want to predestine in their lives. So let us know what you think. Let's hop over there to the chat. Therese said, this is a good point, Tawanda. She said, I don't say I love you freely. That's right. There's so many people saying that word
Wow.
freely, and it's definitely not a noun. It's a verb. Thank you so much for
Mm.
bringing up that point, Therese. I just got through my live stream. Sorry for being late. Oh, no worries, Tawanda. We
Let's
know you
go.
go live at 8, girl. You here. Yes, love sure does conquer all. It does. I
Mm-hmm.
can't work in a space of where if I'm angry with somebody, it's just hard. It takes more effort when you're showing anger than you are when you just like, girl, let them do whatever the hell they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, ooh, Jules said Tawanta is a quiet storm, but when she pours into you, it's an impactful message that is transparent and authentic. Oh boy. You all right? And if you don't fell over the fan.
Oh Lord. You
Can you
all
turn it back
right?
to me? Yeah, he okay. He got
Thank
some
you,
big
Jewel.
he got
Thank you,
big
sis.
he got
That's
some big
sweet.
feet.
Very humbling. And you know what? One of my minister brothers at church, he said that's your name. He said that's my name, Quiet Storm, because I am very quiet. I am a quiet soul.
Really?
I really am, girl. But when it comes to being on stage front, I'm on it. I'm
You
out.
on it.
I'm a whole different woman. I'm like Beyonce with her alter ego.
Yes, yes. When
I'm
when it's
saying,
lights, camera, action, come on, you're performing. You're
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
Because
love that.
that's been my career anyway. I
Mm-hmm.
studied vocal performance and opera, so theater is
Mm-hmm.
my life.
That's
And all
right.
that stuff and music. So, but yeah, other than that, behind all of that stuff, girl, please, I am just a quiet soul. I like to just chill and relax. And that's another thing too, guys. We have been comfortable staying behind the scenes
Very
for
true.
so long,
Mm-hmm.
but yet behind the scenes, we see ourselves doing what we see people doing up front, but we don't want to take that step because we don't want to get rejected. We don't want to get looked at differently. And
Mm-hmm.
even though some of us did made that jump, but yet we got pulled back because of somebody didn't like what we produced, what
Mm-hmm.
we created, and all these things. But ladies, if that's you sitting on the sidelines, looking around, waving and
Yeah.
still waving your hand for attention,
Yeah.
nobody's going to pull you out that way.
Nobody.
You
Nobody.
have to be the one to step out on
Mm-hmm.
faith and do what is already given to you.
Mm-hmm.
You
Amen.
don't have to purchase for anything.
Yeah.
It's already there. That's
That's
how
right.
you that's how you realize that's how you start loving yourself because you
Mm-hmm.
already know it's already in you and you're going
That's
to take
right.
that powerful gift or gift and you're going to just share that love.
Yeah.
You're going to share that love to the
Absolutely.
world.
That right there is a message in itself. And some of you guys need to just jump and allow
Mm-hmm.
God to land you where you need to be.
Yeah.
We
That's it.
always focus on like, oh my God, what's going to happen after, or what's going to happen when I reach to that point? What am I
Yeah.
going to do? Don't
Yeah.
even worry about that. It says in the Bible, don't worry about tomorrow. Worry about
Nope.
today. Let God worry about what's going to happen tomorrow. You just need to jump. Like imagine you're on the plane, right? And you're about to jump and you have that parachute, right? Don't
Mm-hmm.
worry about where you're going to land. God is going to take care of where is
Yep.
it you're going to land. See, true story, y'all. When I decided to leave my job, and I made that choice, I didn't figure out what is going to happen once I fire my boss and I'm full-time entrepreneur. I just took action and I went out there and I just did it. And wherever I landed is what
Mm-hmm.
wherever I landed. And that's it. And that's just like another milestone. So once you do land, then there's something else you got to jump off of and grow your wings on the way down. That's how it has to be.
Right.
Uh
Absolutely.
Michelle said I can't find y'all on YouTube, so I say here.
Really?
Yeah, on YouTube, just type in, just you have to do it in spaces though. Sister to sister connections. It's not all in one word. It's sister to sister connection. The not the number two, but the word two. T-O. Sister T-O sister connection. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
definitely on the tube, honey. We're definitely on the tube.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We sure
Yeah, look
are.
for us there. Uh-huh. You were on with us many times, Michelle. Okay,
Yeah.
Michelle said, I know how you took action and depend on God. Yes, we don't, I'm glad you said that word depend. That is a powerful word that we don't use often when it comes to God, or action that we depend to
Right.
depend.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Some people say God will provide, but they don't take
Yeah.
action to so that God can provide.
Mm-hmm.
They don't do
Mm-hmm.
the work so that God can
Yep.
provide. I was having a conversation with a gentleman a year ago, and we were talking about this. And no, actually, I had a conversation with one of this gentleman I'm about to do a live event with,
Mm-hmm.
and we talked about the steps. People always ask us, "How do you go live? How do you come up with content?"
Mm-hmm.
People don't want to hear the advice because they don't want to do
Right.
the work.
Right.
They want you to show them the most easiest way to accomplish something without
Mm-hmm.
them having to do the work. They don't
Right.
want to stay up to 2 a.m. in the morning. They don't want to have to sacrifice time away from their family. They
Yeah.
don't want to have to deal with, negative people saying something about their services, their course, their products. They don't want to deal with that. They want to go from A to Z
Mm-hmm.
without actually doing the work and taking the daggers that comes at us, especially of us as Black women
Yeah.
out there trying to dominate the world. They don't want to hear that. That's not what they want to go through. They don't want to go through the
Mm-hmm.
pain, but they want the promise. And that's just a sad strategy to have in life. And so
Mm-hmm.
this show is for those of you who want the solution, but you also have to understand that you have to do the work to get the result.
Yeah.
Right? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yes, yes. Michelle said that's because we like yeah, we like to be in control. She's spot on
Amen
about
on that
that.
one.
We like to
That's the
be in
truth.
control. We like to be in
Mm-hmm.
control. That's right.
Ladies, you cannot be in control all the time because you
Mm-hmm.
don't know where you're going.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what the destiny there lies for you. Only God
Mm-hmm.
knows. And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes we have to let go of that steering wheel of life.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Amen.
he knows
Mm-hmm.
where you need to be. He knows where you need not to be. He knows where to protect you and where to cover you.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he gives you warnings, he tells you, do not take that route. Don't take the shortcut. No, don't go backwards. Don't look at the rear view mirror. But some of us still get impatient. Some of
Get
us go ahead
anxious.
and yeah, get anxious. And some of us like, well, I've been, I've been doing this for 30 some years. I know exactly what I need to do.
Mm-hmm.
No, you don't. Because what
Mm-hmm.
you did 30 years ago is not going to fit in this season.
Mm-hmm. And we
Okay?
make horrible mistakes in our life
We do.
when we become impatient or
Absolutely.
when we become frustrated. How many of you
Absolutely.
guys are overwhelmed right now? Type in me in the chat. We make horrible decisions when we're working in that spirit,
Yeah.
you know? And when I feel overwhelmed, I don't even call it overwhelmed. I call it
Mm,
transition.
okay.
I'm transitioning into something else. I don't know what it
Mhm.
is. I don't know when it's going to happen. But I
Right,
need to
right.
when you get overwhelmed, my dear Michelle, Trees, all y'all on here. When you get overwhelmed, that's your time to push harder.
Yeah.
Harder. Show up
Yeah.
more. Write down how you're feeling and then move on. Whatever ugliness you're feeling within you, whether you feel like, oh, I'm not confident, I'm not this, I'm not that, write it down and burn it. Because that doesn't,
Right.
just take it out of you and know that you're being transitioned. This is where most women fall. This is where they
Yeah.
stop. Oh, it was too much. It was too hard. I
Mm-hmm.
had somebody say my business was giving me migraines and it was making me sick and it was this affecting my marriage. And girl, are you serious right now? No,
Yeah.
you are not trying to ride with the transition. Everybody wants the easy stuff. Everybody wants things to just their days to just flow without issue. You know what I'm saying? Like they want
Right.
all these things, and doing what we do every day and wanting to be our best self does require us, right,
Right.
to make
Right.
it last forever
Yeah.
and take
Yeah.
full force on our happiness, even if it's at a disappointment of others.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know one of the ladies in the group just said, let go and let God. And you know what? We've been saying that for years. We've been
Mm-hmm.
saying let go and let God. Yeah, Sharice. We've been, but a lot of us don't know how to let go. And a
Mm-hmm.
lot of us do not know how to let God be in control. We
Mm-hmm.
really don't. We say it because it's the religious thing to say, it's the cute thing to say, but we do not let it go.
We don't let it go. We
So
don't let
there's
it
no
go.
change. There's no change. Because
Mm-hmm.
even if you do give him 50%, you got the other 50%. If you give
Mm-hmm.
him 80%, you carry on 10. If you give him
Girl, talk about
95%,
it.
you still got that 5%. That
Mm-hmm.
5% can grow to a cancerous situation where
That's
it
right.
becomes so deadly. Girl, you wouldn't even know what to do with yourself. And
Mm-hmm.
then we cry out to God like, God, why? Well, God's like,
Mm-hmm.
but why didn't you try?
Mm-hmm. I should be asking you that question.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yes,
So,
yes, you're so right.
if we really mean what we say, just like the word love, we can always say I
Mm-hmm.
love you, but do we really mean it?
Mm-hmm. Are we really taking action on it?
Are we taking
Absolutely.
action on it? Because if you're not
Mm-hmm.
taking action when you say I love you to that person, then you know darn well you ain't taking action for yourself because you don't love yourself either.
That's right.
Because you are bringing in all this craziness into your life that
Mm-hmm.
is so not necessary.
Mm-hmm. And you
It's
don't
just
have
not
to take it.
necessary.
You don't have to be
No.
the one in the only one in the family that has to take in everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Because so and so don't do it, and you just that type of person. You don't have to be. If it's draining you,
Mm-hmm.
if it's taking you away from focusing on yourself, you
Mm-hmm.
don't have to do that. You
Right.
gotta sometimes you gotta let people find a way. You gotta let people figure things out. And
Yeah.
not to say that we're supposed to close the doors and things like that, but come on, people, when people are literally taking advantage of you,
Mm-hmm.
and they know that you're too friendly to say something about it, right? It's
Yeah.
like, come on,
Yeah.
it's like you got to make it last. You got to make that love for yourself last. So let's hop on to the comments, guys, before we leave you guys tonight. Yes, we got some. Yes, Tawanta, that's right. Michelle said me. Absolutely. Michelle said writing it down is so good for me. Write it down. You hear something awesome.
Yeah.
And y'all could quote us, just tag us. That's all. If you said something that impacted you, you're like, oh, I'm about to post that on my timeline. I'm about to tweet it. Just tag the dolls, okay? Just tag us, okay? Don't just, don't be a niece.
Mm.
Uh
Don't be choking my water.
don't be a niece. All right. Jules said some of those closed doors need to stay closed. Amen. Battle the challenges, validate our breakthrough.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
I'm definitely writing it down. That's right. Write that down.
Awesome.
Most people want to stay and eat. Oh, girl, let me slow it down. Michelle said most people want to stay. Did she say stay? She said stay.
Come on. They
Somebody,
want to take a vacay.
let's break this down. This is a lot here.
Come on.
Yes, girl, get the switch.
I'm throwing it out.
Hashtag everybody. Hashtag stay. Most people want to stay in Egypt instead of coming out of
Out
bondage.
of
That's
that
right.
bondage. Girl, listen.
They want to stay right there. They want to stay. They want to stay. Some people want to stay back in 2020, honey. They want to stay there, and they're going to be there till
Bump
even
that.
even
People
even
want to
in
stay.
December of 2021. They still won't be in. Some people want to. Hell, let's forget about 2020. Some people want to stay in 2002. They want to stay there. Leave them there, honey. I ain't got don't argue with them.
Some want to stay in 1980s.
Girl, listen. Listen. That's a mental issue right there. They need to get evaluated in no. Girl, Michelle, you need to get on the panel
Come on, Michelle. What you come on, girl? Come
on
on now.
Saturday. I don't know what you're waiting for, honey. You need to get on there because that's a message. Most people want to stay in Egypt instead of coming out
Yeah,
of that bondage.
yeah, yeah.
She dropped that like it was his ice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Come on. Yeah, come on, Michelle. Come through.
Teresa, I'm posting that.
Posting that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
At Michelle. That's a
Mhm.
yeah.
Yes.
Get
Yes.
uncomfortable.
Absolutely. And that's the thing. They say, you're comfortable in an uncomfortable environment.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't see anything wrong, but it is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But you
Mm-hmm.
want good results
Mm-hmm.
in that foulness of how you live.
Absolutely.
That's it. Just
I
not
have
work. It just doesn't
people,
work. Okay.
Michelle. I have people, Michelle, that don't talk to me still to this day because I got
Wow.
out of bound because I got out of bondage. See, this
Mm,
is why a lot of us women do not get out of bondage because we don't want to deal with people ghosting us, with people no longer wanting to be in our lives or wanting to affiliate ourselves with us because they
yeah.
want to stay where they're at. And if they're getting the fact that when we get in the room with them, they leave the room, they get uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So there's a price to pay in everything we do, good, bad, or in between. But a lot of us are not willing to deal with that negative side of getting out of bondage because the people around us want to. It's like that crab boil, being a bowl of crabs. They want to bring
Mhm.
you down. Once you figure out a way to get out of whatever bondage you in, most people want to stay there.
Yeah, and it's mostly insecurity. That's the
Mm-hmm.
problem with a lot of
That's
these
right.
people out there. It's more than insecurity, and and they don't want to admit that they are insecure. They don't want
Mm-hmm.
to admit that they are broken. And that's the frustrating part. You try to tell your sister, sis, I want to help you. I'm not
Mm.
trying to step on your toes. I'm not trying to dominate over you. I just want to, bless you, be a blessing to you, and love you.
Mm-hmm.
You deserve to be loved, and all those
Mm-hmm.
things. And it's just so heartbreaking to see, a lot of women in general, but particularly in our culture,
Yeah.
we still continue to break each other down.
And they don't want to admit that they're lacking in something. I
Yeah.
realize that in this entrepreneur space with other women who look just like me,
Hmm.
they don't want to be that person of saying, "Oh, I need your help" or "I
Right.
need your assistance." They don't
Right.
want to do that because it's like a competition. It's like the baddest dog will win. And I'm the type of girl like, listen, we all are starting at point zero when we wake up in the morning. None of us are bigger or lesser than
Yeah.
anybody
Yeah.
else. And when I get around girls who look like me that is like that, I say this is why every room that I walk in, every event that I go to, I'm the only black girl there. I started to change that. I absolutely changed
Hmm.
that with my success tour events where I bring all of my clients with me because I said I'm not going to be the only person in the room showing up for a Russell Brunson event or showing up for a Grant Cardone event. I want to come in with all the girls who look just like me. And we're just like, we're sitting in the front of the room. Forget
Hmm.
about the back being shy and insecure because all these other high ticket people are there. We want to be in the front of the room and say, we're here. We're going to have our voices heard. We're going to be standing out. We're going to be proud of who we are and all the legacy building that we're doing and not care so much about what the naysayers have to say.
Hmm.
It's that type of leveling up that needs to happen this year, not so much of us judging each other. It's like, guys,
Yeah.
listen, stop looking at the Love and Hip Hop. Stop looking at the Housewives. Stop looking at
Ooh,
all that
yes,
stuff.
child.
It puts you in a horrible state. Start
It
going
sure
on.
does.
I want to say her name right. Look, guys, forgive me if I say it wrong. Kamala. Somebody had to correct me the other day because I was saying her pronouncing her name incorrectly.
Mm-hmm.
Get on her. I mean, she has a YouTube channel. Watch
Mm-hmm.
some of that stuff. Go
Mm-hmm.
follow Michelle Obama.
Yeah.
Start follow. Go down your, social
Mm-hmm.
media and see who you're following, especially on Instagram and Twitter and YouTube, and
Mm-hmm.
start unfollowing some people. Start unsubscribing or just putting in. I know, with YouTube, they like to play that algorithm game where they just put some suggested videos up. Start telling YouTube, put in not interested, not interested. And you keep doing that, you're not going to see none of that garbage anymore. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? But they assume
Absolutely.
that you want to watch it because maybe you glanced at something 2 years ago. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like, no, I
Mm-hmm.
don't want to see all that. Like, I was looking on my Facebook the other day and I was getting old Love and Hip Hop episodes, like back with Stevie J and all of them and the baby mamas and all. I like, get this off of I don't want to see this garbage. I
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
no, no. So,
Yeah.
I
It
watch it.
sickens
Go ahead,
me.
mama.
No, I agree with you 100% because it
Hmm.
sickens me to see that show. When like I love Law and Order, and I like, some of those old shows. Those are my shows.
My
I
sister
watch them.
loves you and my
I
sister
love
and my mom.
all the franchise.
Y'all be best friends. I can't get in love. I like to watch The Borgers, The Office,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
what other show? The True Blood.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
me some
Yeah.
True Blood.
Yes, yes.
And
And
that's
I
about
and I
it.
like watching those shows, but then when that episode is over, then they go ahead and flip it over to the reality shows like the hip hops
Exactly.
and stuff like that. And sometimes I don't be paying attention, but then when I finally do look up and I hear the conversations and I see these gorgeous, beautiful, young, intelligent women getting in these crazy arguments, crazy
Yeah.
fights,
Yeah.
calling each other out of the names,
Hmm.
calling them, the S word, the skank thing. And
All kinds of
oh my
stuff.
God, it's just so heartbreaking. And you want to know why there's so much division in our culture. It ain't got nothing
Because
to
you know
do
what? There's
with no
millions of
KKK.
us. There's
It ain't got
millions of
nothing
us.
to do with KKK. It's all the division is us.
You're absolutely right. I'm glad you mentioned that because it is they're going to show us what the majority support. So if
Yeah.
the majority of us are watching those shows or contributing to those shows, even going into the extent of following them on Instagram and all these different platforms, knowing that they represent you as a Black
Yeah.
woman in a bad light, and all you're doing is upping their followers so they can get more, promotion and affiliate stuff and all these different things.
Mhm. Mhm.
We are the
Mhm.
cause of that as well. So for
Yeah.
me, it's like, there's so many up and coming Black actresses out there. There's so many up and coming Black entrepreneurs out there that we have to, like, full force, get out there and support them in a massive action. Like, I literally went through my YouTube and I just totally did a clean sweep. I got to do a little bit more, but because I'm still seeing stuff pop up in my feed. But that's what we have to do so I can stay at my highest peak of performance every single day. Because it could be one thing that just makes you feel like, oh God,
Mhm.
if I don't look like that, then there's no way
Mhm.
I'm going to be successful, and
And
that's
in
not
that
good.
show, and with those shows, that's how they make it last forever. Because
Yes,
the audience is, still like,
girl,
I
talk
want
about
more,
that,
I want
Tawanta.
more. So how they
Mm-hmm.
make these reality shows last a little longer than they should
Mm.
is the people that keep watching it. As
Mm-hmm.
the teacher said, if you are tired of that kind of stuff, that YouTube promotes or whatever, whoever promotes, just say, I don't want it, I don't need it. It's just like when we watch a video, even on Facebook, and then they go on these ads. I can't stand those ads. When you
Mm.
caught up in something, especially if it's a TD Jakes moment or some other minister you want, you really into, then they come with an ad. But there's like little dots or something that you click on it and you tell them, I don't need this ad or
Yep.
something like that. And
Not interested.
you're not interested. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that you have a choice of how you want to make things last forever in your life by doing it according to the way how God has set up for your life, which is easy. is an easy a way to get, to really be successful in life, because God has already predestined your life for you. Or do you want to make it last forever by going through the hell and the fire that you've been going through all your 20, 30 some plus years of your life, going backwards and forwards and going around in a circle like a daggone roller coaster ride or something or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You have to be the one to make that decision, darling. Okay, because we come together like, girl, I'm so tired. Oh, girl, I just need to be loved. I just need this, I need that. Well, you know what? You need to make a decision, because that boyfriend or that lover or whoever, he's doing his thing. He already
He's doing
made
him.
his decision. He's making it last forever with another woman.
Ooh, girl, I'm gonna make you big on that note. On that note, what you say, girl? Say it again.
He's making it last with another woman, and then some. And you still wondering, like, well, does he still love me? Does he? I did that. I did.
He making it last with that cousin you said you don't like. Oh, okay. I ain't gonna say nothing else.
Okay. You crying over stuff? No, you need to make the decision, honey.
Yes. And stick
if
to
you
it.
want things to be different and you want things to be prospering in your life, then you have to be the one to make it last forever. And you got to do it according to God's way,
That's
not
right.
yours. Because
That's
your way
right.
ain't going to get you nowhere but to hell.
That's
Period.
right. That's very true. And going back to what you said, Tawanta, which was amazing when you mentioned that we're making it last forever. We're making the drama, the representation, the negative representation be just viral.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
with that said, I see YouTubers, Black YouTubers, women of color, literally having commentary shows talking about the housewives, talking about Love and Hip Hop, talking about I don't know what's on right now, but I see it. It comes up for me. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure there's something else you could talk about that's way more impactful than you talking about what Kenya did or what Candy did or whatever else. Like, I'm the type of person that I'm not going to watch rich people. I want to become wealthy. I'm not going to sit there and watch a bunch of people all freaking day long. And you also said making a decision. Making a decision is also a verb.
Yep.
It's not a noun. So we said, I decide that I'm going to do this in my business every week. Okay, do it. That's what God is. Just imagine God saying, okay, do it. This is what you want to do. This is what you've been praying for all this time.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Do it.
Do it.
That's it. Because the reason why he's saying it like that, because he's already giving you everything. So I want to tell you something. We're going to close in just a second, but I want to tell you something, Tawanta, that I share with my ladies in class on Monday. I was, how God made the world, and on Sunday he rested, right? 7th day he rested, right? And I was telling my clients, some of y'all going to bed, and y'all just going to bed. Y'all haven't gotten to that position of resting. God rested when the work was done. Some of y'all going to bed and y'all got 20 things that you didn't do. But you're going to bed and say, okay, I'm tired and this and that. Some of y'all are saying you want to take off on Sundays because God rested on Sunday. No, God rested when he was done. So it took God 7 days to accomplish what he already decided to set out to do. But it may take you 7 weeks, 7 years, 7 before you can say, I'm ready to sit down and rest.
Right.
That's the misconception in my mind. That's how I interpreted it. I use it exactly. Y'all read the same Bible that I read. I'm reading it word for word, sentence for sentence. He rested when he was done.
Right.
He didn't rest when he was tired. He didn't rest when he was overwhelmed. He didn't rest when people were saying, oh, why are you doing this? I mean, nobody's around, but I'm just saying he rested when it was done. Then he rested and then looked at what he created. Some of y'all saying you're resting, but you haven't created anything to look at. It's nothing to look at, but you wake up the next day. I'm overwhelmed. I got to get caught up. I got to do this. You got the reason why you have to get caught up because you decided all these days to put everything else above the main thing that you had to focus on. So no, coach is not resting because I'm not done.
No, it's work to be done. It's
It's
work.
work. It's massive work. And it's going to be this way in 2021, 2022, 2020. It's going to be this way until it's completed, and then I'm going to have something else I want to do, Same thing
Exactly.
for this show.
Yeah.
We're never going to reach that pinnacle moment in the show because we're always going to be evolving
Mm-hmm.
all the time. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so if you don't mind, Twanta, let's go to the chat real
Sure.
quick because y'all are blowing it up. Michelle said it's called Egypt bondage. Absolutely. All
Mm-hmm.
right. Michelle's going to be on the show on Saturday. Michelle, I'm going to email you. And Jewel, I'm going to email you. Yeah, guys, if y'all are interested in being a panelist
Yes.
on the show, yes, we love you, sis. The link is sister to sister connection at gmail.com. Yeah, just email
Awesome.
us. Just email us. Okay, good. Yeah, we have a lot of comments to get to. Let me make sure I don't miss any of them. We want to get to y'all comments. And those of y'all who didn't see our intro, stay tuned. If y'all want to jam and get to
We
work,
grown now.
okay. Okay,
We
hold up.
grown now.
Yes. I think I went too far back. I think I went too far up. Okay, here
Oh
we go.
my goodness.
Ooh, hold on, y'all. I'm getting there. There's a lot of comments.
Mm-hmm.
She says she's
That's
posting
good.
that.
That's great.
I got lost in the sauce here. Okay, good. I'm ready. Okay, here we go. Michelle said, y'all let me know when y'all want me to come on panel. Absolutely. It's going to be Saturday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll send you the
Mm-hmm.
information via email.
Mm-hmm.
They stick in traffic circles and don't want to take the exit that God is giving them. Absolutely. The people be making U-turns, want to find the
That's that
destination themselves.
roundabout. You talking about that roundabout?
Mm-hmm. At
Going around the back
100%. 100%, baby. Michelle knows it's a part of growth process to
to comfort.
confront the disruption and yep, comfortable. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Disturb the comfortable. I'm in stuck. No, we got you. We got you,
Yeah.
sis.
Yeah.
We know. Sometimes we get excited. Ladies, I watched the replay. Okay, no worries. No worries, sis. We know you gotta file for them people taxes, honey. We know you booked and blessed too. Yeah, Tawanta stay preaching, y'all. She stay preaching, and she does. Those of you guys who are not on our inside of our Facebook group, just go to Facebook and type in "Sister to Sister Connection" without the tribe and join our group because Tawanta does go live in that group, and I'm going to start going live more in there as well. And we're going to probably get this vision casting party going soon to get you guys on the ball with that.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Michelle said yes, and let go of the excess baggage. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
Kimberly. Michelle
Mm-hmm.
said the Bible says that God worked 6 days and
And
rested on
resting.
the
Yeah.
seventh day. That is our example for
It's
restoring
our
our
body.
bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the restoring is for me. Love y'all, and I will email y'all for the panel. So let me know the topic. Yeah, this is going to be the topic. The topic is going to be
Make it last
make it last
forever.
forever. Yeah. So Tawanta, if you could just let everybody know, once again, I know some of y'all hopped on a little bit late
Yeah.
after Tawanta explained everything, but if you can go and let them know what the topic is about, what is make it last forever all about?
Yeah, make it last forever, ladies. Listen, like I said, this since the beginning of this month of February, we have been talking about love, and not necessarily love as far as with your significant other. We decided to take a whole different route and,
Yeah.
make that conversation more about us.
Mm-hmm.
So of course, if you've been watching our lives for the past several weeks, you know that each title represented love, of course, but I decided to just end this month by calling it "Make It Last Forever." Out of all what we have learned, out of all the tools that you have pulled out from, our previous episodes, what are the tools that you are going to use to make it last, to make your love last? Because you really worked hard to get where you are now. So you are entering into a new season. For some of you are actually walking into a new season. So you're going to come across some challenges along the way, right? So what are you going to do to maintain that love that you have for yourself right now, right? What are you going to do? How are you going to share it? How are you going to, continue to feed it? You know what I mean? And that's what we are talking about. We give you a little snippet of tonight, but come Saturday, that's when we're really going to throw it all to you, give you all the tools, give you all the solutions, if you will, so you can wrap it up and, and take it with you. So come March of next month, you will know exactly how to use those tools when you come across some challenges. You're going to come across some people now. You're going to come across some leaders, and they're going to challenge you and all those things. But now you have what you need to do to love yourself, to keep that fire burning,
Yeah.
making that love right, all day, every day, even when you're feeling low, yet you still love yourself. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I came with that title, Make It Last Forever, because, we work so hard to where we are now. We don't want it to die down.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So true. So true. And guys, listen, don't forget to go over, if you're watching this on YouTube, anywhere, don't forget to hit that like button, heart us up. And yeah, we can't wait till Saturday. We cannot wait till Saturday. We're gonna dive in. We're gonna give you guys some tips. We're gonna share even more of our stories, because both Tawanta and I have tons of examples to give when it comes to this topic. So we would love for you guys to show up and support the show. We would love for that to happen. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, email us sister-to-sister-connection@gmail.com. And we'll see you guys on Saturday. Yes, we'll see y'all Saturday, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, love on your sister. Bye, guys.